Hey guys, and welcome back to the penultimate part of The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Well, all that remains is to head into the secret chamber at the top of the Tower of Spirits, reclaim the Compass of Light, and make our way into the Dark Realm. Are you excited for another 40 minutes dungeon part, Mexi?
I don't know, this part's starting off great. I was just admiring the view the whole way up the tower. I know everyone's been posting their Breath of the Wild shots for the whole year now, but I don't know. The climb up the tower has a pretty great view too. I don't know why people don't talk about this view. I like it. It's nice.
Now that we have the Bow of Light, we can activate these things. Don't try and sequence break, and don't do that either. I'm pretty sure it won't work either way.
This game has no sequence breaks. No! Yet. That's always the huge asterisk of Zelda speedrunning. It's like, there's no break. Yet. Just remember, we found barrier skip. Barrier skip happened, so literally anything is possible.
Oh my god, yeah, that was like... What's the correct term? The golden goose of, skips and whatnot, and people thought it was impossible for years until one day someone got it.
Yep, and now Wind Waker HD is an extremely fast game.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be. Swift sail all day, every day. There is going to be a lot of switching back between all the different phantoms here, so gird yourselves. This is going to be a fiddly one, as it were.
Honestly, I rather enjoy this part of the game. I feel that now that we have all the components of the puzzle, now that we have all the different kinds of phantoms, now that we have all of the abilities that we can combine with those phantoms, now I feel like these are the puzzles that the programmers really just put their all into.
Yeah.
I like it, and they're really cohesive. These are good, well-designed puzzles. There's some finicky bits to them, yeah. I mean, it's the end of the game, but I always felt more frustrated climbing a tower. Once I get to the top, once the sand temple's done, I always feel like this game has a really good sense of momentum, even if we're having to solve 40 minutes of puzzles.
Well, let's see. Yeah, this guy will do. Just your regular bog standard phantom. And, of course, like Zelda said, now that we have the Locomo sword, we don't have to collect Tears of Light. We can just, boop, hit him in the back and possess anything we want. It's not quite the Phantom Sword, where you can literally kill the phantoms, but we need them to get through the temple, so maybe that's for the best.
See, now that we have the Locomo sword, we can cry our own tears.
Oh, it's poetic in a way, really.
Or maybe it's just that now Link's tears have light, so all the sadness of the adventure matters.
Get used to this section, by the way, because we will be crossing back and forth, across the lava, if you will, time and time again to get different varieties of phantom.
Here's probably one thing that could have been changed, the fact that these are still stealth-based sections. You would think that at this point, Link or the Locomos would have invented something to kill all the phantoms. Just obliterate them.
Yeah. It's a gun! There you go, Link. Da-na-na-na!
It's made of wood.
It's made of wood.
What if all of the Hyrule guns were just gone because they were turned and made of wood?
Oh, right. You could have been talking about two things there. It could have been that one fucking Sat AM YouTube poop, or it could have been that really old Fantastic Four cartoon. Oh, wooden gun.
That one. Let's go with Fantastic Four, because I don't care to get my memes from Sonic.
Well, I know Brain Scratch did start their Doom 2016 playthrough recently. I was like, oh shit, yeah, we're still doing ours. Maybe we should get back to that soon.
Eventually. I mean, people would like us to eventually finish the games that we play. That's kind of the whole point of us being right here, right now, together.
Emo phantoms, we like it better in the dark. No, Mum, turn off that big light. I'm trying to be mysterious.
No, Mom, how can I play my video games when the lights are too bright? I can't see.
You'll fuck up your eyes like that. Take it from someone whose family primarily wears glasses. I'm amazed I haven't, had to have any eye checks yet.
Are you sure? No, because the logic to me is that reading in the dark wouldn't damage your eyes any more than listening to whispers damages your ears.
Ears and eyes aren't the same thing, mate. You're meant to be the science major here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's still a receptor. I mean, I know the eyes are based on light, but no.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you here. It's just, a thought popped into my head. You said, oh, we're hearing whispers in the dark. Nice job, Tom, by the way. Hearing whispers in the dark doesn't damage your ears. What would happen if the lights went off and you couldn't taste anything when you ate it?
Oh my god. Wouldn't that be a synesthetic nightmare?
You used a big... Did you just like, cast Alohomora at me? What the hell does that mean?
Synesthesia? I think that's the thing where people's senses get mixed, where they can, like, see smells and taste colors or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially you turn the lights off and you can't taste anything. It would be like a synesthetic nightmare. It's like you take that person to one of those really, like, high fancy restaurants that turn the lights off and it's like a completely dark meal. I can't taste shit, and I know my meal is gonna be like $500.
Gordon Ramsay would pitch a shit fit all the same.
That guy pitches a fit anytime a professional makes a disgrace of himself, but not if you're a child. If you're a child, you're a blessing before the eyes of Gordon Ramsay, and he will help you with your, I don't know, your souffle or whatever.
You're a bloody wanker, but you're our bloody wanker.
Aw, he's a reasonable man.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck up the frittatas.
What a funny name. Anyway, we don't actually need the Warp Phantom for good at this point. We just need to get him out of the way of that eye switch, so let's play a game of Hot Potato.
Let's do it.
Gotta light up a bit more, and he's seen us.
Oh no. Even just the stealth sections, they'll never change.
I did kind of get lost a little bit in the dark here, trying to find my way around, like, the different walls and whatnot. The guide I read recommends mapping stuff out, but I ain't got time for that shit, so I'd rather fumble in the dark.
Yeah, it's definitely the intention of the game that, you know, with the Tower of Spirit and going back to the Temple of the Ocean King, like, the whole point of those dungeons was that you were supposed to be taking notes the whole time so that you can easily run through the dungeon quickly multiple times because you have the solutions written down. Like, past you is collaborating with future units, all good. But I guess with this, the final say here is, you know, now that you've been writing notes on the map, now we're gonna have you draw the map.
Good old Torch Phantom. Which is your favourite Phantom? I'm sure I've brought this up before, but favourite, least favourite?
I really like the ones that turn into balls. I know we've been messing up the name, so I'm not even going to attempt to do it. So the one with balls. And least favorite is probably, gameplay-wise, the Warp Phantoms, and then design-wise, probably just the Standard Phantom.
Aww.
And I mean unpossessed Standard Phantom. Like, possessed Standard Phantom is cute and pink, but just the standard one's kind of, you know, that sickly green color. No thanks.
No, fashion nightmare, if you will. Alright, back across the lava again. I could have cut these out, but I wanted the authentic Spirit Tracks experience.
And I appreciate that. I mean, this is part of trekking this tower. Could you imagine if someone did a Phantom Hourglass Let's Play and then just cut out all of the Temple of the Sea King parts, like just didn't include any of them? Not even like the initial visit, so it's just, it's Phantom Hourglass, but there's no Temple of the Sea King.
Well, that's a case of not representing the game properly, I think. It's sort of like when people are like, oh, this game's shit because I can't play it very well. It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I don't know, my mind's been wondering lately about what the things you could do to a Let's Play to just completely ruin it. And just how you can use this as a force for evil.
Well, you could go in and give zero effort to the gameplay, and then let your fans in the comments say that it's the commentary that counts, but since, you know, you're in an infinite loop because you can't get past a single section, the commentary becomes dull and trite, and yeah, I wonder who I'm referencing here.
I have no idea. The internet is a complicated place. It's a snake pit of just personalities and quirks. And the conflict between all. You know, I don't like talking shit about people on the internet. Unless they're fucking with my real life. I don't give a shit.
So me, behind my back all the time, then.
No, it's just kind of weird. Like, I'll talk shit about politicians all day, every day, but then it's like, you know, there's someone on the internet who doesn't like you. He's like, and?
Wow, yeah. Oh, let me cry a single tear and then get on with my day.
Like, that's cool.
I'm coming, Zelda. Slowly.
I like how his eyes light up because, you know, Toon Link is part cat.
Meow. Neko-chan.
Neko Link. I'm surprised, like, that didn't become, like, his pet character name was, like, Neku Link or some shit. He's just Toon Link.
Well, Neku Link would have some sick headphones and whatnot.
Yeah, he would.
Oh, God. Now we have to maneuver Zelda with silence controls across vanishing sand bridges.
it's hell reincarnated.
It's actually not that bad. Overall, that chest on the left is just a piece of treasure. You want to focus on the one on the right.
Ah. Oh no! She's dead!
No, it's fine. Well, yeah, but she's fine. She's up there right now.
Part 1 spoiler, she's dead!
God, man, Lineback the Third is never going to get the rest of my treasure. He's going to be there until the fifth Lineback comes along, saying, God, if only I had one more Stalfos skull.
If only I had the tenacity that my great-great-great-grandfather had on his adventure. Do you think they just regress into being less adventurous as they go along? Like, it's sort of this Blackadder type curse?
I don't know. What was your favourite Blackadder, by the way?
I liked 2 and 4.
Yes. I don't think I've ever heard someone say they like Blackadder 1 the best.
Nope. See, okay, so the reason I even got into Blackadder was because in high school, House MD came out, and I developed a huge crush on Hugh Laurie.
Huge Laurie!
That's huge! It was a huge crush on Hugh Laurie. But, yeah, no, so that's why I was like, what else was he in? Because, you know, I was young and dumb, so that's when I discovered Blackadder, and I watched all of it on the internet, and then I paid the international shipping for the BBC DVDs.
Wow, that is like true fan powers right there.
Is there a word for that? Like, it's like being a weeaboo, but for British TV? Because, I mean, I imported British DVDs because, you know, subs not dubs.
Anglophile, I believe is the term.
Oh.
Yeah. My mom's an Italiaphile. She loves all things Italy.
It's like, I don't think that's a good descriptive word, but sure, yeah.
Come on, just because there's the suffix "file" in the name, you're getting a bit jittery.
Oh, I was going with the Anglo half.
Oh, I see. I see how it is.
It's okay. The additional 10 DVDs of QI seasons aren't gonna change that either. I have a problem.
The early QI seasons are so good.
Is it weird that I've obsessed over QI and Blackadder, yet have never made it past a season of Doctor Who?
Not really, because Doctor Who, as much as I like it, is sci-fi schlock at the end of the day.
Okay. Because I just figure, like, I just can never really get into it, but the whole pub trivia shows, like, those, I love them, and I wish American TV had them.
What say you about Mock the Week? Yes, this is all about British TV now. Fuck the tower.
I don't give a shit, no. I haven't watched too much of it, but I always watch isn't there a Mock the Year?
You might be thinking of, Charlie Brooker's thing.
There's that one, and there's the one where they have, again, like, the teams.
Oh, Big Fat Quiz.
That's the one. I like that one. But yeah, I've seen, like, Mock the Week clips as they get uploaded. I like what I see. It's just not one that I've watched a whole bunch of. I watched a lot of Nevermind the Buzzcocks. That one I liked.
Okay, who was the host when you watched them?
I don't remember.
Did he have glasses?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I watched a lot of whatever was uploaded to YouTube at the time. I know I'm basically incriminating myself here, but whatever was uploaded to YouTube, those were the episodes I watched.
Well, to be fair, it's on the uploader, not the viewer. You know, that's why all these... Whenever you're watching something online, and maybe I should stop before I further incriminate myself, but it's on the person hosting the content, not the people who seek out and watch it.
I suppose so. But I also, you know, I feel bad. I'm an artist. I'm friends with artists. You know, people put lots of hard work into their stuff, and they should be rewarded. And part of that reward is, you know, a monetary compensation. So that's why I like in buying the DVDs. I don't mind.
That's fine. Basically, what I'm actually saying here is you should all pledge to the HSE Patreon, so NTom can keep living to the style he's become accustomed to.
This is the way we shill our brand.
Shill our brand. Shill our brand. Let's see. Do you ever watch Shooting Stars?
No?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I think you'd like it, honestly. If you like Mock the Week, if you like Big Fat Quiz, etc., you'd love a bit of Thingamabob. And yes, that was a secret you can learn by talking to the Phantoms.
Neat. how you could do that. It's sort of like some weird quasi Shin Megami Tensei demon negotiation thing.
Just a friendly chat, really. And we've basically been gathering up small keys for the section that comes next, I believe. We might have a little ways to go, but maybe I'll just let the screen decide what I'm talking about here.
I mean, I thought we were having a very pleasant conversation there. I got a lot of things off my chest.
What about American shows, mate? Are there any you could recommend me?
Shoot. Because I haven't been watching too many myself. Gravity Falls. Definitely want to watch that.
I already know how that ends, so I'm not really interested in it anymore.
That's fair enough. Twin Peaks. I mean, if you just watch the original. It's still 1990s. It starts off as a soap opera. I know, like, a lot of people see on the internet for being this weird, almost supernatural thing. If you played Deadly Premonition, then you've seen the connection to that as well. But just be forewarned, the first season is literally a soap opera about a town where everyone is having sex with everyone but their spouse.
Right.
And then it gets weird, and then it gets good, and then it, like, fell off the fucking rails because David Lynch left the show, and then he came back like right at the very end to save the show, and then it just ended on the highest cliffhanger, and now there's a third season and I need to watch it.
I've heard mixed things about that, but I won't colour your expectations. I just love how, like, the second Zelda was off screen, she fell into the sand. Like, what the hell?
She's dead again.
No, poor Kay.
It just keeps happening. We've warned you about the stairs, bro.
There you go. This is how Link gets over here. Enjoy.
Neat. Also another show, Parks and Recreation. Another old one, but still good.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things about that as well, but that's where Chris Pratt came to fame, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Audrey Plaza, Amy Poehler's in it, Aziz Ansari. It's good. Good cast. See, I'm trying to think, because I have a friend that I'm suggesting to him a bunch of shows, but I've been trying to get him hooked on anime slowly but surely, so those have been like 80% of my recommendations. I'm trying to think. It's like, man, I do watch a fair bit of American TV, thankfully.
I have Netflix, but I just never watch it, so I really should. Like, guys, if you have any recommendations on this, The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks Penultimate Part, for a Netflix series I should be watching, please feel free.
I mean, Black Mirror.
Oh god, I've been ruined by Black Mirror memes. Alright, what if you walked your dog, but it was also a treadmill, so you lost weight? What if your nan was a computer? Stuff like that.
Can you read that, please? It wouldn't even be like Black Mirror, it'd be like Opted duct tape over the mirror.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm trying to think of some I finished watching Disjointed, because, you know, it's the show about the dispensary. And I have thoughts about it. I don't know if I ever want to, like, write them down or something, but the show gave me thoughts, and it got canceled, so, you know, now the first show about a dispensary is concluded. You know, it was a thing that has happened.
Well, I guess you could say they just got high and forgot to film the last episode.
Hey. To be fair, the last episode does end with sort of a nice conclusion. Like,
okay, that's good.
The owner leaves the store and there's new management, so there is a finality to the end of that season, but they definitely could have just kept going. But the fact that they're not is kind of good too, because now it can't get worse. It's done.
Oh, I can assure you things can always get worse, my friend.
They can get fuller, or they can come back. Same cast, Roseanne. Why are we bringing back when are we gonna get Family Matters? When's that reboot coming back?
I don't really care about any of the Family Matters, honestly.
I just find it odd that Full House and Roseanne got their reboot, but Family Matters has not.
I'll only accept the Roseanne reboot if she's literally playing Turk.
if she's literally just in a gorilla suit the whole time.
With no, like, mask, so you just see her face normally in a gorilla suit. Oh my god. I am getting that right. Yeah, like, Roseanne did play Turk in Tarzan.
No, it was Rosie O'Donnell.
Fuck, I always get them mixed up.
idea of Roseanne part a gorilla suit was just too appealing to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, fuck Roseanne in the show Roseanne. Let's have Rosie O'Donnell take over in the monkey suit.
It's the Roseanne reboot, but Roseanne's replaced with Rosie O'Donnell in a gorilla suit.
And John Goodman will be played by President Donald Trump.
And people say FTCR is the meme site.
They've started a Patreon recently, so maybe go throw them a pledge. I'm a good guy, I swear.
I don't know, I get supported by both, so what do I do?
That's true. How's that Switch fund of yours coming along, mate?
Actually really good. We are more than halfway done.
Nice.
Like we have it's kind of like a GDQ intermission. I just want to let you all know that we have reached 75% of our goal to fund a Switch.
Hype!
Hype.
Spelled H-O-I-P, by the way.
HFC in many ways is like a GDQ. No funds allowed.
Yeah, and it kind of went downhill over the years.
Oh. It's okay. Video games are still good, charities are still good, and helping people with video games will always be the goodest thing of all.
Indeed, and speaking of, a bit of a Sega-thon update. Yes, we are doing a Sega-thon this year, just in case you weren't aware. That's coming along nicely. We're working on the schedule right now, and it should be taking place like mid to late July.
Look forward to that.
I forget, are you running anything in that, or are you being a deadbeat this year as well?
Fair. I'm gonna start with fair, but I'm working on it. I want to, if anything, like I said, I'm sticking to my guns that if I do submit a game, I'm probably just gonna do a little Samba de Amigo showcase.
It's stereotypical, but I love it.
Right? You know, just play a couple songs, get a couple 5 stars, show the game off, and hopefully Sega make a sequel. I'm still boycotting you until I get my Samba de Amiga sequel trilogy. They released one on the Wii, and it was also fun. Now I need another one.
I remember the minigame, actually, in, what was that game? It was Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. Also, I think there was a Samba de Amigo minigame.
Ooh, nice. See, look, like, Metal Gear gets pachinko machines from Konami, but oh, Sega just can't do fucking anything with Samba de Amigo.
Yeah.
Also, here's a Sonic game. And another one. And another one. Also, we had these people make us another Sonic game so that we can give you another one.
Sonic, why aren't you as good as Mario?
Another thing I'd like another Crazy Taxi, but with someone with good musical taste behind sound design. It doesn't need to be the same bands. I just want another Crazy Taxi where the soundtrack is composed of, you know, other bands' music. In the style, and in the style of what's popular in Southern California.
Or just ska and metal, I guess.
I mean, is it stereotypical to say that the 90s never left Southern California if Southern California never left the 90s?
Not really, no.
Fair enough. Then yes, that is exactly what I want.
I think ska is a genre that's never really gonna go, like, out of fashion, to be honest.
It's never gonna go out of fashion, but it's never gonna bloom too big out of it too. Like, you're talking to a huge ska fan. Like, I've done research into just bands and stuff. It's my obsession. I love ska music, but the fourth wave is never coming. So just enjoy what's still around.
Yeah.
But there are still the occasional bands that are popping up here and there that are doing good work.
Ska, for those of you who don't know, is a music genre that originated in Jamaica in the late 1950s and was the precursor to rocksteady and reggae. Ska combined elements of Caribbean mento and calypso with American jazz and rhythm and blues. It is characterized by a walking bass line accented with rhythms on the offbeat. There you go.
Yeah, basically, it's always it's a very funk type bass line. It tends to be that half beat rest and then a walking bass line. And then the one that got really popular that everyone seems to associate with just ska, because there's been three waves of it so far, was the third wave. That was in the 90s, which is best described as it's punk rock with a horn section.
Oh yeah.
So that's where you get your Real Big Fish, your Less Than Jake. No Effects was kind of in on that too. And so yeah, that's another reason why I like Crazy Taxi. It's based solely. All the songs come from two bands, Bad Religion and The Offsprings, and they took them off some of their best albums. They took it off Offspring's Ixnay de Hombre, and from Bad Religion, I think they took it from Stranger Than Fiction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, you know, it wouldn't take a lot of work. You literally would just need 2 good albums with really good punk rock themes. Bam, put it on a Crazy Taxi game, get your Sega logo on there, release it. I'd buy the shit out of it.
Shit, just have like each character represent like a genre of music, like in Sonic Adventure 2. So you could have like,
oh hell yeah,
a robot who has like, I don't know, Daft Punk. You could have some other like techno bands.
Yeah, like have an EDM soundtrack. You can have a hip-hop rap soundtrack on there. So like, yeah, make it something that is a love letter to the music of California. Shit, something I'm gonna make. Don't take my idea, Sega. It's mine now. You lost it.
Just call it like Crazy Taxi Free Dream Playlist or something. Make that in Spotify.
I mean, it's like, it's a mod, guys. It's not, I didn't copy, I didn't infringe anyone. I made a mod.
I'm just gonna copyright Crazy Taxi Free for all, just in case.
Free for all. I mean, it's not like Sega's using it themselves, and who knows? They're up for letting fans make games. I'll make you the best Crazy Taxi you've ever seen.
Oh man, we've talked about everything but the dungeon at this point, but we're getting pretty, I'd say, close to the midpoint or past it right now, because the section with the 3 doors, Zelda like tells you to pick a door, and then it's like, I don't know, depending on like which you pick, and I don't think there's a right one. You can't lock yourself out of anything, at least.
So you have to pick between the boat and the mystery box. Or then it just becomes a... What is that one? Oh, it's the Monty Hall problem, where you're given 3 doors.
I don't know what that is, mate.
It's a math problem where you're given 3 doors. It's based off a game show. You pick one, and it's not the correct door, but you're instead given a second choice between the 2 remaining doors.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. No, you pick a door. He opens one of the doors you did not pick to reveal that it is empty. And now there's the door you picked and another door. And he says, hey, do you want to switch your door or do you want to keep your door? And that you should never, ever, ever switch your door. Like, just stick with it. Your odds shoot up.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually hear the full name of what you said. And I thought you said Monty and I got sad for a second.
Oh no, Monty Hall.
Okay.
Although it is similar, R.I.P. Still the best fight scenes ever done on Machinima.
Yep. I believe he was the guy behind Dead Fancy, is that correct?
I believe so?
Let's have a look at this shit. I seem to recall, like, that's where I first heard his name. Let's have a look.
I would not be surprised. I watched the Dead Fantasy stuff when they first came out, but I didn't really have the name recognition to him until his work on Red vs. Blue and then Ruby.
Oh yeah, Haloid. I remember that. Yeah, 5 episodes of Dead Fantasy. I remember the one where Kairi was like kicking people through the stratosphere at one point.
That one was amazing. I liked that one in the Unifight where she's like, alright, time to go summoner. Fuck this shit. And then she goes back to guns.
There you go. Actually, that's pretty cool style switching from mage to gunslinger.
They literally set her up to be the coolest character in Final Fantasy, and yet Final Fantasy X is dead set on continuing to spiral their brand down the fucking toilet. Titus's head on a beach.
Oh, don't. Okay, I read that. I did my time. 5 years in Azkaban.
Titus's head on a beach.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
Stuff like with X, and I don't know what the fuck's going on with 15's production. Not that it's not out or anything. It's that it's never stopping coming out at this point.
Right? And they keep trying to fix it. Because, like, do you want a happy ending now? No! We just wanted the game to be good. That's all we wanted.
I miss Versus 13, honestly.
You know what I miss? I miss Final Fantasy 9. I'm gonna play it right now.
Right now. Shut off the video. It just cuts to, like, part 1 of our FF9 LP.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got desynced on the first part, and I was just too nervous to ask.
Yeah, you come over here once this warp eye reappears, Zelda, because we're not done with this dungeon yet.
Oh, no, we're not? Damn.
Still going?
Cool.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I very clearly run out of Spirit of Towers commentary. Yes, that's right. That's correct words coming from my mouth.
It's fine. It's fine. Although, I still do appreciate you getting the engineer outfit. It really adds a nice taste to it.
Thank you. Well, I did promise you. I promised I'd change the train as well. I'd also promised I'd do every quick look that people pledge for, but I got sick and now I'm behind. But I'm catching up, I swear.
Hey, we all understand. It's all good. It's making videos on the internet.
Well, it's a bit different when people pay you or commission you to do it, so I take that stuff seriously, don't you worry. Zelda, you stuck.
Fair enough. Oh no, was she merged in the seed?
Oh god, she's now more hazelnut than woman warrior.
Ghost knight thing. Oh.
Nut warrior. Right, which phantom do I need now? Come hither to me.
This whole map is just one big void. I like how this is basically a depot of phantoms for you. It's like that one level in Mario where you can just go to get a Yoshi and some feathers if you ever need them.
Oh yeah, one of the secrets. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, you can just go back. I need this one.
I'm amazed, like, at the restraint I've had in not doing Super Mario World up until this point, because it is my favorite 2D Mario.
Is it?
Yeah.
So over the weekend I played New Super Mario Bros. Wii for the first time.
Uh-huh.
I died a lot. I mean, 2D Mario games have never been my forte, but it's okay. I don't know. I was playing a lot of Mario 3 beforehand, so I just wasn't used to how they still make Mario slippery. Like even all the way up to the Wii games, that's still an annoying concept to me.
Yeah, I get you. That caused me to die a lot in Mario games as a child, but man, the magic of taking your SNES out for the first time and having Super Mario All-Stars Plus World, I shan't forget it.
It's so nice. And then you get Orb, and then you warp to the end, and then you get the clown car, and then you get your happy ending. Dead.
I'm not sure if I ever beat Bowser as a child. Tom, what are you doing? There's no exit down there.
No, what he's trying to do is that since it's a tower, that hole clearly goes all the way back to the entrance.
Whee!
It's a slide.
Super fun, happy slide. I know I shouldn't, but when am I ever going to be here again?
When are you ever?
There you go. Take that eye out. I mean, there's only a warp phantom over there, but he can't hurt us now.
You destroy the appendages, you destroy all of his power.
Vestigial floating eyes. No es bueno. Oh, it's an assault thingamabob.
Well, thank you, Zelda, for the heads up.
Yes, let's do it. She's determined now. Character rocks. Character rocks.
I love when my characters are dynamic and active and they have development with clear motivations that pay off in the end, thus making Spirit Tracks a great video game.
I mean, you know, it's fair to say that Zelda has come a long way. Why did you miss that one? It almost got me, but yeah, I doubt she'd be saying this if she wasn't in a suit of armor.
Clearly. I mean, she can't even deal with mice when she's in the suit of armor.
Stereotypes. Yeah, we discussed that right at the start. We had a dissertation about it and everything.
I published my thesis. It's already published. It's past the peer review stage.
I wonder, like, since our mate Tanner, who is also a member of HFC, he incorporates video games into his lessons because he's a teacher. I wonder if at some point someone has done their, like, thesis on a Zelda game.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, like, all my essays in anthropology were on video games.
I have to say, some of my work in college, when I was still there, it was on video games.
I mean, fair enough. When I go back to school, like, pretty much all my independent chemistry study is gonna be on cannabinoids, so... I mean, you do the science you love. Do the work you love.
We got flaming Zoras here. Don't forget you can whip off their shields and then just go to town. I don't think I'll even need Zelda for this.
You can't just make whatever enemy you want fire. You can't just make, fire Babas and fire Zoras. You can't just do that.
Well, I can, and I have.
Miyamoto, you madman. How dare you?
It's fireballs in every direction. Yeah, maybe Zelda would have been helpful at this point.
It could, like, distracted one of them, but you have so many hearts and they do so little damage. It's done. It's over. Those are the final guardians of the tower, I guess. Of this floor.
Of this floor, at least.
This is the part where Master of Shadows would play, because I had to wait for the second last part before I was gonna make my Persona 3 reference.
Bless you for your restraint, my friend. No, this isn't our last battle yet. There's one more floor, I believe.
We gotta go before the moon falls on everyone.
I want that shield. I want to carry it around like a turtle.
This isn't Breath of the Wild yet. You can't just loot the bodies.
Jesus.
You guys call it item collection, but to them it's just mere corpse looting.
That reminds me of that one joke. A man and his son are walking through a zoo and they see two shelled creatures going at it, like horny iguanodons or some shit. And the child turns to his dad and says, "Daddy, Daddy, what are those turtles doing?" And the man said, "Those are tortoises, son."
Oh.
That was a shit joke. What the fuck, Tom? You butchered that completely.
Those are tortoises.
Oh,
no.
I remember how it ends. The dad was like, "I think it's time to have a talk with my son." And he was like, "Son, those are tortoises, not turtles."
Oh.
Still not funny, even with the context. Fuck off, Tom. You're fired.
Now I am in charge of HFC. First rule of business, all playthroughs now are Lizzie McGuire 3 for the GBA.
Every single one, like every thumbnail is just a different colour.
It's all just Lizzie McGuire 3 for the GBA. How did this happen?
We have 5,000 copies of this shit. What's going on?
We just do different Let's Plays of different copies of the cartridge. It's like we start to get idiosyncratic programming things, like we get one that's just corrupted or some shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. So yeah, this is our final challenge. There's a big door behind the main Phantom over there, and we've got to make use of all of them here in order to get past. They will respawn, so don't worry, you can't like fuck yourself out solving the puzzle here.
Or can you? No.
No, you cannot.
Although I do like how the final puzzle has everything to do with these phantoms.
Mm-hmm. You gonna extrapolate on that, or...?
It's a nice bookended theme, you know? We're at the end of the tower. This isn't a puzzle about, you know, finding a passage. This isn't about drawing on your map. It's just about, you know, hiding and getting the right phantom possessed.
Very much so. Okay, how are you going to go about this, Tom? Oh, I see. Yes, since we have a warp phantom, we are going to trigger the eye and get it to come over the sand and then bring Zelda over here. That's how she gets over the sand without sinking.
And that is past 2/3 committee approval. We will enact in a 6-month probationary period. We will see you all next month.
Oh, I see. We're operating on old HFC schedules. Okay. Here you go, and now she's safe.
Yeah, you know what they always say, it's a back-to-basic approach that's for the best.
Is that what people in real employment say?
Not really. Most people in employment just say, "Oh dear God, please don't fire me, I have a wife and kids."
Oh my god.
We live in a capitalist dystopic wasteland. Not gonna sugarcoat that shit.
Jesus. Alright, now we need a Crusher/Wrecker Phantom, because behind the one in the middle, I believe there are actually some statues and whatnot, so we've got to play it cool here. And also, the Crusher/Wrecker can stun Phantom, so that's how we're going to get through in the end.
Neat. It's the whole rock, paper, scissors of the Phantoms, except one of them is just a sledgehammer towards the hands.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like how the Phantom does always look like he has a weird, like, Black Dahlia grin or some shit.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, actually.
Spooky Phantoms.
There you go. Roll, Zelda, roll!
At the speed of sound.
That lighting source on top of the Crusher/Wrecker always kind of looked a bit off to me, I'm not gonna lie.
It really does. It kind of makes it look like it's supposed to be an 8-ball or something.
There you go. And now all we need to do is stun them, and we can get past. And they ask nothing of their compatriot slamming into them over and over.
What up, bruh? Why you do that, bruh? We want an explanation.
No, that's all you get, I'm afraid. There you go.
How awful. Phantoms are just extremely forgiving. They are a very forgiving, clannish race of spirits or armors. Still not getting a full picture on that one there.
Well, I guess they would have to be spirits because Zelda inhabits the body of the armor, and you have to stun them first, so I guess she just overpowers the spirit within. Oh my god, we're done! No more spirit malarkey!
Woo! See, I thought it all had some weird convoluted thing to do with the Door of Truth and like a singularity of God and how the whole country is actually one big giant sacrifice. Or that could be something else entirely.
Ooh, I never noticed how the Compass of Light has a weird eye in the middle.
Oh, it has the Majora Eye? You know the one they attach to all the Majora boss fights.
Oh.
I'm still mad at that. I'm still very mad at that.
Yeah, the bosses in Majora 3D weren't great, and that's kind of what's putting me off the idea of doing Majora 3D in the first place.
But we have to talk about the Donkey Kong mask.
The Donkey Kong mask?
What they turned the Giant's mask into?
Oh.
How they turned him into Smash Bros. Donkey Kong?
Oh no. Oh
You just
no.
downbeat a win?
Majora 3D is a weird game in that all the changes don't ruin it exactly, but it's not as fluid game design wise as Ocarina 3D was.
I feel it's just because Majora's Mask is very much a product of its time.
Yep. Oh well. Let's go inside, get the last hurrah from Arngene, and hopefully Starvin has woken up and not died from his wounds in the 40 minutes it took us to get the compass.
Or we could just, hightail it to the Dark Realm.
We could do that, yeah. I completely forgot that there are no more words anymore. We must sally forth into adventure for the final part of the playthrough.
Full steam ahead.
Indeed. We'll see you guys next time for the finale of The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Bye-bye. What a silly part.